I'm Dan Bacci at BacciPaintball.com, and this is the elevator gun. The elevator gun was likely created between 1985 and 1986. It was created as a collaboration between Mac-1, which consisted of Tim McMurray, and South Bay Arms, which was Stan Russell and Earon Carter. I'm not really sure of the number of elevator guns that were actually produced. Earon told me he only made one. Tim McMurray told me that they made 3 or 4. I believe that there's likely 2 or more that were made, but it is possible there was only 1. The reason I think there was likely more than 1 is because the only other example of this gun that I've seen was pictured in the 2nd issue of APG, which is the October 1987 issue. The same gun that was pictured in the October 1987 issue of APG was also pictured in the November 1987 issue of the publication Frontline, which was published in the 80s in Southern California. The gun pictured in both APG and in Frontline had a shorter barrel. I believe it had a shorter pump, and the barrel's construction looked like it was made out of brass. This gun has an aluminum barrel with flat milled sides that are, it looks like welded together. So I would definitely say that it's likely Earon definitely made the barrel for this and milled the sides down, and then it's possible that Stan Russell welded it together because Stan was, as Earon told me, a welder. Earon Carter knows it as the elevator gun because of the elevator mechanism which is used to load a paintball. So to operate that mechanism, what you would do is you would use a reverse pump action. You would first pump the pump forward, and that is going to lower the elevator down and also cock the action of the Crosman Mark-1, which this gun is built off of. And then you're going to pump the pump backwards, and that is going to raise the elevator and also allow the action to fire once it's pumped backwards. So now I can pull the trigger, it's not loaded, and that would fire the paintball. So according to Tim McMurray, when he published his article in the 2nd issue of APG in October 1987, he intentionally changed the name of this gun to say that it was named the Blastmaster so that the editor could catch the mistake and change the name back to the Master Blaster. But unfortunately the editor missed the mistake, and so the 2nd issue of APG was published with this gun being named the Blastmaster instead of the Master Blaster. This was the first product that South Bay Arms worked with Mac-1 on, and it would likely predate his pump handles or possibly be around the same time as his first pump handles, which Stan and Earon were making for him. Tim said that he sketched out a design on a piece of paper, and then he gave Earon and Stan a couple of Crosman Mark-1 pistols, which is what the elevator gun is based off of, and he said, make this design, and that was his test to see if he could work with Stan and Earon. Tim has told me different dates. At first he said 1984, and then when I was talking to him in person, he thought it was likely 1985 to 1986. Earon would put this gun before the Annihilators and likely at 1985 or 1986, so I think that's probably around the window it was made. So you can see that the pump handle on the elevator gun is a little more primitive than a pump handle on an Annihilator or on an Avenger. The ridges in it are a little more square, and the cuts around, I guess, the outside of it are also not as smooth. So I would definitely say that this pump handle was made around the same time when Earon and Stan started producing pump handles for Tim, which would definitely predate Annihilators and likely fall in 1985.